Violence outside a Hampton roller rink kept police busy Sunday night.
Officers were called to the Plaza Roller Rink on Pembroke Avenue for fights, even shots fired between groups of teens. 10 on your side's Jason Marks has been investigating this incident since it happened. Jason?
Well, Tom, this was a roller skating party for teenagers. Now, I spoke with the promoter of the event, and he assures me that nothing happened inside a Plaza Roller Rink or on its property. But what neighbors and police are telling me is that what they encountered the problems, it was the teenagers who were leaving the property heading towards Pembroke Avenue, and that's when these problems happened. Now, there were actually 3 incidents that took place Sunday night, and all in a short amount of time, all right here in the area of the rink. Police tell us they were nearby when they heard several gunshots. When they arrived, they say they saw 3 people running away. Because there was some fear that someone had a gun, officers sent police dogs after them. Now, the dog chased down this man, 18-year-old Antonio Pittman. They say they found a gun and marijuana in the area where Pittman had been running. He was charged with having both of them. Police say they also saw several fights that broke out in the parking lots right next to the rink. Officers tell us there were about 250 teens standing around during those fights. 5 more arrests were made. George Bunch, Deshaun Bradshaw, Adam A. Mayberry, along with two teenagers, 15-year-olds, were charged with either fighting or disorderly conduct. Neighbors say the parties have been happening every weekend all summer long, and they want to see something done.
The last couple weekends in a row, they've had cops there searching people before they go in. They stay pretty much the whole time, and it doesn't change. It doesn't matter whether the cops are there or not. They do it anyway because they're not afraid of them. So it needs to be stopped because eventually, you know, people are selling their houses and stuff because they don't want to live here anymore because their stuff's getting trashed every weekend.
And the promoter says that these events were geared at teenagers just as a way of getting them off the streets. But let me show you one thing. This is what we're talking about. You can see Plaza Roller Rink is back behind here, but if you come up over little over here, you can see Pembroke Avenue right there. This is a church parking lot. This is another business right next to it. And what happens is the teenagers, according to neighbors, let out, and then they just hang out in these parking lots, and that's when the trouble happens. Now, we'll have much more on this story. We've been investigating it for the last 2 days, and we'll have the latest for you coming up tonight on Wavy News 10 at 11. But for now, we're live in Hampton. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.